This is part, I got to do this demonstration because this is part of the process of videos that we're going to be loading onto the website of me bit by bit by bit building this screen, actually 143-inch screen out of 150-inch acoustics signature 17 blackout cloth. So as you can see, the 235.1 frame is completely removed. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. And we're doing a demonstration, one video at a time, on our new 150-inch blackout cloth. Now, this is not the blackout cloth that you're seeing right now. This is actually a black gold Nova that was painted on the 235.1. I actually cut the screen because it was the only thing I could find that was dark enough that light couldn't push through. Now keep in mind with these signature 17 screens, there can't be any windows behind the back of the screen. There can't be any light transferring through the back of the screen. Sound is designed to push through these screens, not light. So light can hit the front of the screen, no problem whatsoever. It can't travel through the back of the screen. So the only thing I could find that was heavy enough to block that much light coming through the window was cutting my 235.1 screen. And that right there you're seeing is the, like I said, that's our advanced ambient light rejection gold Nova. Man, that screen was a beautiful screen. Look at that. Look at the technology on that screen versus the white wall. But we needed it to block out any light coming through. So right now, I'm on my projector and I'm working with the positioning. Now, these particular projectors, I told you there's a certain model number, and the certain model number is, let's see, it's a UM361X. This particular projector, like I said, it's still cheap. It's still about $175 or maybe a little more than that. Now, as I told you before, real quick, the blackout cloth is not going to be available on our website, but we have customers who actually are able to get the blackout cloth now just by basically putting in for a PayPal invoice. So we had a customer today just put in his order for a PayPal invoice. The 150-inch screen that's fully acoustic, and as you've seen by the screen I have upstairs in the Japanese tea room, they can take in a ton of ambient light with no problem whatsoever, and they do not require high-end expensive projectors to activate. So we have a few customers that came in today asking for the 150-inch. They already have acquired their screens already through PayPal invoices. The screens run for around $348 a piece. All right, so what we got to do here is I'm mapping out my screen. I got to use a positioning bar to bring the screen off the ceiling. Because what happens is most ultra short throw projectors that are not designed to do a screen size, this is going to be 143 inches, they basically will hit the ceiling. Oh, by the way, on top of that ceiling, that is 12 technology. I forgot I got a 12 sitting on top of my ceiling. That's a black 12 sitting on top of the ceiling. And the screen in the middle is part of the 235.1, which is a black Nova. Look at that next to a white wall. Isn't that interesting? I'm gonna go have a look at this real quick. I usually barely ever get a chance to stare at my ceiling. Isn't someone right now doing a demonstration against my product versus a white wall or white screen? And that's a 12 sitting up there right now on my ceiling with an ultra short throw projector right there. Huh, interesting. I told you, mess with God's product. Whatever's in that dark's gonna come out in the light. So we all know it's not the paint, it's something he got fake. All right, let's move on. That's not about this demonstration. All right, so we got to use the positioning bar to move the screen down. If you don't have this particular model, you can't do it. The one we have in there can't do it. It can't bring the screen down once it hits the ceiling, and this is going to happen. So some people ask, like, how do you do this? We're just going to use the positioning bar. All right, let's go in on our bar. Okay, so we're going to go over here to images and go down. and then scroll over, and then at the bottom you will see right there where it says positioning bar. It's only found on this particular model of projector. All right, so now we got to bring it down. One minute. Did I miscalculate? This screen is bigger than 143 inches. $96. Whew, man. Yeah, this is gonna be a big screen. All right, we're gonna have to do some little positioning here and there, and then keystone. You see how big this thing's gonna be? It is gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. That's how big my screen's gonna be. It is going to be massive. It's gonna be cool. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it. Because now I can run anything off of it. I don't have to have the 16:9 format. I can run anything I want off of it. Anything I want. I'm gonna run off of it. Let me see. We can bring it in a little bit. So we don't have it that big. I don't want it that big. I'm definitely gonna have to move over my Wizard of Oz poster a little bit. And we are gonna hit the wall. All right, that's not bad. Oh, and this screen in the middle that looks gorgeous, that's a gold Nova right there. Compared to the white wall. And the Signature 17 is going to look far more advanced than this. So this is how big the screen is going to be. Now mind you, these particular projectors, when they came out, if you go to Projector Central, you type in this projector and you go in, you go, okay, I want to do a screen size of 150 inches. It's not going to come up. These projectors were only designed to do 80 inches. That's it. That's all they were designed. So you can't go anywhere near 150. It's not going to show you your measurements. You're going to have to do that off the top of your head. So I've been doing this for years. So this is pretty easy for me to figure out exactly how big I got to make this thing and where I got to cut the lumber and that and everything to actually build the screen. It's pretty easy, but you're going to have to figure it out from there. I would say basically try to measure it off the wall. That would be the best thing you could do. Is just try to measure it from the wall. Right now across, I'm 43 across. So from 43 across, I have to basically just measure exactly how high is it from the ceiling to the floor and how high is it from the length from A to B, from here to there. And that's it, and just cut my lumber to fit there. But I'm going to make the screen just a little bit bigger. I might keep it at maybe 148. Because I may decide to get myself another projector or something else in here, and I want to be able to expand past the 143. And the screen being all black, well, then I don't do any borders, and it's completely borderless. So that makes it even more advanced. It makes it even more interesting. I don't have any borders, basically keeping me boxed in. All right, so speakers. Well, I guess we're going to put some tower speakers here. I need some thin tower speakers, probably about that thin. It's going to cost a little bit of money, but so I'm going to put them right here. Center speakers at the bottom. My center speakers are not there. I'm actually in the process of buying new ones. So center speakers here. We'll put speakers here, speakers here. We have our sub behind the sofa, and we're good. All the sound is just going to travel right through the screen. And as you can see, cutting the 235.1 screen to fit over top the window is blocking all the light that could have pushed through and disrupt my picture quality. So yes, I did cut the screen in half. I'm not going to use it I mean, when I sat there and looked at it, I was like, there's no way in the world I'm using that thing. I'm just going to toss it in the trash, and that's what I'm about to do in a few minutes. Throw it in the trash. That looks real nice. All right, $175 projector. Well, sorry, $60 projector. We got to stop saying 60. It's a $59 projector. That's what I paid for. I'm going to have me a 143-inch screen off a old outdated projector. And there are people out there spending, what, $2,700, $3,000, $4,000 for a projector. And you can't pop past a certain level because your picture just starts to distort. Now, if this was a 150-inch of the Gold Nova, this is what my picture quality would look like next to a white wall. Oh, yes, I cannot wait. All right, well, just want to show you that part right there. So we're just going to basically, every time we shoot one of these videos, we log on onto the website. So we already have us dismantling the screen and taking it apart. That's part 2. Getting ready, getting set up for that. Next, it's going to be building the frame, which we're going to do on Saturday. We're going to staple a surface to that. I got to paint this screen literally outside. It is literally that big. So I got to paint it outside. So I got a section already in my driveway, which I'm going to be doing my work at anyway. I get to be outside all the time, which is freaking cool. And then on top of that, like I said, I get the fresh air of actually painting the screen. So 150s, I'm actually setting up a little makeshift area right in my driveway, which is quite huge. And I can do my work right out there. And the screen's dry in no time at all because basically they're designed to dry within minutes. And I mean literally minutes. This stuff is very highly concentrated. Signature 17, the formula we developed is very concentrated. It takes one application to activate a surface. And the bottom line, it dries extremely fast. So I can stick that outside and boom, dry. No time at all. Oh, man. This is going to be cool. Cool, pretty cool. Okay. All right, that's it. You know, I'm just wasting any more of your time. So we're done. Just showing you the size of the screen we're going to map out. And that's basically about it. All right, thank you all for your time. I have to go, and God bless. Keep in mind, there's 2 projectors out there. If you want the one that has that positioning bar, as you can see, my screen was all the way up on the ceiling, and I was able to bring it down. You have to have the NEC under the UM361X. That's the one you have to have. See how interesting how the sunlight is pushing in? I told you this room takes in a lot of light, and there's no light kicking off in here, but the light pushing from here and here. Oh, I forgot my screen's in there playing while we got sunlight playing in the room over there. Okay, so anyway, as you can see how much light is pushing in from here to here. See how the wall starts to fade and wash out, and the Gold Nova stays exactly the same. I'm over there watching Wallace and Gromit. That's joys of ambient light rejection technology. Okay, gotta go. God bless.